Should we start? Yes. So, hello, Dayyan. Thank you so much for coming. It's so nice to have you here. I would first like you to tell us about your story. How did you get to LPC?
Um, Good afternoon, whatever time it is for the people who are watching us today. My name is Dayyan, and yes, my story when it comes to LPC was actually amazing. I got to know LPC from a person who went to UWC in general, but then I didn't know LPC at that time. I just know the UWC movement, so I just tried to apply for it like everybody else did. But then I got to know LPC like that when I was selected. And then I tried to do a little bit of research about what is LPC. Yes, it's part of the UWC movement. What do they do? How are the people there? Just reading through their website. And it's actually by doing my research that I found out that I had a person who was from my country as well, who came here 3 years before me. And that's how I got to know LPC a little bit more.
Okay. And how was the application process? Was it hard for you? Or you were like, that's easy? And
Technically, it was very easy.
Yeah.
Like they had some questions about just us in general, what we do outside the school.
Yeah.
So it was very thing where they didn't really ask too much about academics. Yes, it was part of the process because they need to make sure that you're also taking your academics seriously. But at the same time, they just wanted to have a person that think outside of the school, who does something like his life is not only based on just his academics. So that was really nice.
That's nice. And what did you like the most about the place when you were researching it on the internet? Like, why did you choose to come here?
I personally choose to come here based on the diversity of the people. Like, this is not a chance that you get to have, mostly. Like, it's very hard to find a place where there is, like, different people coming from all over the world in one place, in one school, studying together. So that was the thing that attracted me. And I decided that, yes, I want to be part of that movement and be with the people that I've never thought I would be.
That's very nice. And how about Hong Kong? Like, what were the first impressions when you came? Was it super different and you were like, not impressed?
Hong Kong was just, wow. Like, I remember like getting down from the airplane and then just looking at the sky because I arrived during the night.
Okay.
So the view was really amazing. Like, the lights over the buildings. It was just like a dream.
Yeah.
I can say that. So I really liked Hong Kong by the first time I just saw the place. It was just amazing.
And how does it feel like right now to be here? Like, did you get used or?
I just got used to it at some point. At the beginning it was very hard.
Yeah.
Because at that time I remember like everything seemed new to me.
Yeah.
Like the people, the language, because I also speak French.
Yeah.
So it was very hard to just come here to a country where I had to express myself in a different language. So I was just quiet most of the time when I arrived. I was just observing a lot. But I think I got used to it and now I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I go outside Hong Kong to just enjoy myself. Yeah.
That's nice. And how did you find the academic life? Was it hard for you in the beginning and how do you find it right now?
Yeah. At the beginning it was definitely hard. Definitely. Like I remember and I met some of the people. They were always talking to me for some reason, and then I couldn't get anything of what they were saying, because I don't know, like I was speaking French at that time, and then I arrived. And
so you didn't know a lot of English? Like,
no,
okay.
I literally knew anything about English.
Nothing about English? You didn't study it in school?
No, I didn't study English.
Wow, okay.
So when I first came here and people were talking to me in English, and I was like, well, I don't know what they're saying, but they seem that they're talking to me. I was just looking at them. So they found it a little bit weird at that time because I wasn't talking that much. I was just quiet and in my corner doing my things.
Yeah.
But I think right now I got used to it. Like I interact with people more often.
Yeah.
And was something about me because I like talking to people, and I think that was the characteristic that helped me to speak that language now as I can.
Yeah, but that's crazy that you learned just like, by talking to people that as well. And like, how would you say like the system in DRC is compared to IB? Is it harder? Is it like, how is it like? Yeah.
The system in my country is very easy compared to the IB, I would say. Because in my country, we used to like, first of all, it was in French, so it was easy. But then second of all, we didn't use like too much of the time to think outside, like apply the knowledge to some of the things.
Yeah.
If I would say that, because it was mostly based on sometimes memorization, like in history, you just memorize some of the facts, and then when you prepare like a quiz or a test, you just have everything that you memorized in your notebook, and then it will just be there on the test. But I feel like here at IB, you just push that to another level, because it's about also, like, yes, you can memorize some of the facts because you learn it at school, but at the same time, they want you to apply it in a real life situation.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that I didn't get, like, I was not used to it at school, so it was very difficult at that point to just try to think of real life situation every time based on something that I read yesterday. So it was different.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. And how about like what was the regular school day for you? Like right now we're so busy, and how about back home? Wasn't that hard? Or
yes, here we're very busy.
Yeah.
I can say that because I definitely don't have time to study at all. Like, and if I study for a short amount of time, and that's not good. But back home, I used to have the whole afternoon for myself. Because we basically start from 7 to 2:30.
Yeah.
And then after that, well, you go back to your home, so you have the whole afternoon and evening to study and prepare yourself for the next day. But here, you're so like involved with many things. You have congress, you have meetings, you have people you need to talk to. So it's just got you just got that aspect into like socializing, doing your things, getting involved with other QCs as well. And the time is really limited for you to actually study like that. Yeah. So I think that's, in terms of the comparison, is a little bit different.
Yeah, but I mean, it teaches you to manage your time as well.
Yes. So definitely I would say that UWC is a place where I got to learn how to manage my time, and time management is not my best friend for now, but I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, that's nice. And what grade of the school were you, like how many years of school have you finished back home before coming here?
10 years.
10 years. And how, in general, how many years do you have to graduate from school?
We have 12 plus 3, it's 15 years.
15 years?
Yes, because there is kindergarten, usually 3 years. And then we have primary school, 6 years, and secondary school, 6 years as well. And after that, you can go to uni.
Okay.
If you choose to.
Okay. And how about, like, how many people do usually go straight to uni, or maybe they choose to work? Like, how is it in DRC?
It definitely depends on your financial situations as well.
Yeah.
Because I know most of the people, because there is not really a lot of jobs at the moment. There's a high unemployment. So because of that, people just tend to straight go to unis if their parent has money. But then if they do not, then they'll just try to find some little jobs so that they can help paying for unis as well.
Yeah. And after university, do they choose to stay and work in DRC, or they try to travel somewhere else and find a job there?
The majority of the people think that life is better outside.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay.
But yeah, that's definitely something that's different for me, because I do feel like as young people, it is our duty to initiate the change, because we should not let the greed of this world just do everything for us.
Yeah.
So, because we all say that young people are the future of tomorrow, but then at the same time, we need to actually make that into practice. If we want the country to be better, at the same time, I think we should take initiatives for that. And I don't think that having that mindset of the life is better outside. So I don't know. For me, I do think yes, it's good to go outside and learn from what the other people do. Then when you go back home, you can actually try to internalize what you have actually learned, and then make a change in the country.
Yeah, that's nice. So you're planning to go back after university?
I'm planning to go back.
Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so how about the whole culture? I know that you have a lot of languages spoken there, and also lots of ethnical communities. So maybe you can tell me, how is it coming from that diverse culture? How do you actually live there? How do you communicate with people and stuff?
Definitely, coming from a diverse background like that, it's actually very nice.
Yeah.
Because you tend to know people a little bit more for who they actually are. Because there's a lot of similarities when you try to also learn their languages, and you find that we have a connection. Yes, you do say it in a different way, but I do say that in a different way. So we appreciate the diversity within ourselves, which is good. But at the same time, I think it's also something that helped me because living in that background and seeing what LBC also was trying to portray. So I think it was just a bit easier for me to adapt at this point because I've seen a lot of people from different ethnic groups. But there are 4 national languages in my country.
Wow. And they are?
Lingala, Swahili, Congo, and Chiluba. But within those languages, there are more languages as well. So because it depends on the tribes, and because Congo is a very vast country, and there is a lot of people, a lot of ethnic groups and tribes. So,
yeah. So how many languages do you speak?
Myself, I speak 4 as of the moment.
4. So yeah, it's French, then it's...
French, English, right now, Lingala, and Swahili. Okay.
So like French and the last 2, I'm afraid to mispronounce them. Yes. Did you learn them back home?
Yeah. French is an official language, so everybody who goes to school study in French. Yeah. But then the other languages are just spoken in the neighborhood with your friends. Yeah. So within the family, which one do you use? Oh, in the family, my mom has this ideology of letting her children to be intellectual. Okay. So she always wanted us to only speak French. Okay. So that's why I only knew how to speak French my entire life. Yeah. But then because I'm still interacting with people, because no one is an island, so because of that, I got to learn other languages as well. Yeah. Lingala and Swahili. That was because of my friend. But initially at home, we only speak French. That's cool. That's really cool. And like, what role does language then play in your culture? Like, is it a uniting force for the people, even though there are so many of them? Definitely it's a uniting force. But there was a point where it got us to have a little bit of some conflicts. Because some tribes felt like they were just putting, like, they had 2 privileges than the others. But I feel like as right now in the country, the situation is a bit okay. So in terms of languages, we do appreciate the different languages that we have. And it's a uniting force. So people are very optimistic to learn the language, and so like the hospitality there is just amazing. Yeah. So right now everybody wants to learn a little bit more about the other people, and it's good because I actually feel like it should be that way. People need to learn the person for their individuality as a whole, and not just because of something that they feel, okay, we only have that connection here, so I will only talk to that person because of that. Yeah, fair enough. Language bubbles here. Okay, that's nice. And how about, like, can you tell me about the history of Congo, like how it actually got to have its name, Democratic Republic of Congo? Can you elaborate on that? Just to make it short, because the story is very long. Yeah. The name of Democratic Republic of Congo came after there was some incidents, because we have been colonized by the Belgium, but at the same time, it was also a time for us to be a bit free from that. So there was some of the people who got killed at that time, but because we wanted to be free and independent. So it actually because of one man, Patrice Emery Lumumba, and he stood up from the Congolese, and until today we still celebrate him, by the way. Yeah. But because of his effort to like make the country to be independent, so that's why we decided as a whole to be democratic, and we should always try to vote for the people, like, and include everyone inside. Yeah. So that's how he got his name. Yeah. Like, democratic. But before that, it has other appellation. But yeah, just to make the story short. Yeah, that's nice. Thank you for that. And how about, like, what are the people like in general? If you say that you're a democratic republic and you all respect all of the languages, what are the main features that you think like distinguish you from the other nations? That's actually a good question. I think one thing that differentiates ourselves from the others is definitely the way we are vibrant. Yeah. I would say, like, we do a lot of stuff that really differentiate us from other people, like the way we dress, because we dress all the time, so that's why we have been called the sapologists. And it's something that we just like to do when we feel good about ourselves, when we have a good day, so we just usually dress well. Yeah. And then there is also the dances, because we have, like, all the African countries, they have dances, but for us we have Rumba, and then we actually got famous for our incredible waist moves. So nice. It's something that differentiates ourselves from other countries, because we usually do a lot of dance moves, because it's a very big part of our culture. So. And the last thing is just the way we are. We have, like, the hospitality with the people, like, for us, a neighbor becomes a member of the family. That's great. And then there is always this space where we can just talk to everyone, and that's something I actually like because I feel like it should be like that. It's something that I believe. So I always get this space with all the people in my neighborhood, and that's usually how I know everybody inside. And it's just a culture that we have. We all usually talk to everyone, and they're always welcome to our birthdays, parties. So if a neighbor is having a breakdown, we are there. If his son is having a party, we are there. So it's just, we take part in other people's life.
Oh, yeah.
In a good way.
That's very nice. And how about like dancing? Where do you learn it? Like, I mean, hips don't lie, but I don't know how to dance, so that's why, yeah, it's incredible. When I see you dancing, that's like, wow.
It depends. Like, for me personally, I didn't study dance.
Yeah.
So I think it's...
You just feel it that way?
in the blood.
Wow.
But it's not that, we can just not generalize the fact that, okay, Congolese, they have waist moves, so all the Congolese dance. No, that's not true, by the way. There are some people who do not dance, but at some point, like, because of what people say, so they feel like the urge to be at that expectation.
Yeah.
So they try to learn by YouTube's
Yeah.
dance moves.
Wow.
So, but then definitely, I would say mostly the people, they just have it.
Yeah.
Because it's a thing that gets passed down to generation. And then, yeah, even when we're having our marriages and stuff, they force us to just dance because we cannot have a marriage without dance.
Wow. No, that's that's a party. No, yeah, that's cool. And like you've mentioned about like people thinking that you are all supposed to be dancing, so it's like one of the stereotypes. Maybe when you came to LPC, you faced some other stereotypes about your culture. Maybe you can tell us that actually no, that's not the way we do it. Like, what? Yeah.
Actually, there is a stereotype that people say that Congolese are loud.
Okay.
I would say that's true. I don't think I'm loud. Yes, I do express myself, and okay, my voice is a bit vibrant, but I don't think like all Congolese are loud. So, yeah, that's just a stereotype that I just need to put there.
Yeah, fair enough. And how about the role of the religion in the culture?
Religion takes definitely part in Congolese culture
Yeah.
and in the African culture in general. Because for us, religion is like a thing that unites people instead of dispersing them. So in my country, we have mostly about 5 religions, but most of the people are usually Christian, Muslim, and Baha'i. Yeah, but there are also traditional religions. Like I don't know if you know them, but we have,
Not sure.
Momo.
Yeah.
I don't know how to call them in English, but yeah, there are also people who have this ancestral belief. But then the thing is that everybody is accepted. But most of the population are usually Christian, Muslim, and Baha'i.
Wow, that's diverse. Yeah,
That's diverse.
that's diverse community. And are you taught like religion from young age? Is it like a family thing? Yeah.
Religion is definitely taught from a young age, and it's usually the mother who does that.
Yeah.
Like they try to incorporate that in our lives as well. My mom as well. Yeah, she has been teaching me so much, and I think I owe her the person I am today is also because of her.
Yeah, that's nice. And how about the national cuisine? Can you tell a bit more about that?
Oh, you guys should definitely try Mwambe chicken with fufu. My favorite.
Yeah.
It's, it's like made of maize flour.
Yeah.
And then you have some chicken and add some spice a little bit. And
That
then
sounds nice.
It's just good. Like,
That sounds nice.
when you eat that, you're definitely full.
Yeah.
You're definitely full.
Do you miss food from back home here?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I
you do.
a lot. But I'm also the person who can eat from.
Whatever it is.
I eat whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do miss it somehow. But then, thanks to Ghana locals, they are just here in Congo. So sometimes it reminds me a little bit of the food that I have back home.
Yeah.
Even though it's from another African country, but it's
Still
a
kind
bit
of
similar.
yeah.
So I enjoy it, but I definitely miss it.
That's really nice. And how about like for family, gatherings? Is it like a big table that you cook for, I don't know, whatever the celebration it is?
Yeah. It's a big table. And like I said, like we usually involve neighbors as well.
Yeah,
so when there is a party, you just know that all the people in your neighborhood would be present. It's just a thing. We just like to include everyone in everything we do when it's like joyful moments and hard moments. So it's like this sense of support that we have in the community.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the food, you need to know that you need to have your pocket full when you want to throw a party like that.
That's really nice. And how about the sports? How important are the sports? Are you taught the sports in school and stuff like that?
Yes, sports are definitely taught in school since kindergarten.
Yep,
So,
since kindergarten. Wow,
yes.
okay.
But in the kindergarten, it's not that hard.
Okay.
They want us to run through the court and then come back.
Yeah.
But then after you start growing up a little bit, they give you more like challenges. If I can say that. You go for a run and then they try to put you in football clubs, basketball, because those are the main things.
The main two,
in the country. Yes, we also have a national team.
Okay.
Fortunately, they are not going to the African Cup nation, but I'm sure they will do their best because, yeah, we are real part. We believe in them. But definitely, we also have basketball because that's something really big in my country. We also have this huge guy who is now in the NBA team, and that's something very good about ourselves. We're proud of him also for the effort that he has put into.
Yeah, that's nice. And how about you yourself? What's your favorite sport? Maybe two favorite sports? Those two?
Yeah, my favorite sport since younger age was definitely football.
Football?
That's something that I play when I'm happy, when I feel down. I just need to go outside and play football. But I also play basketball as well.
Yeah. So you're in both teams in LPC?
Yeah, I'm both teams in LPC.
Respect. Okay, and how about your future plans after LPC? What are you planning to do? Where to go to uni after that?
Yeah. For now, I have a plan to just go to uni and see what the opportunities are. I want to specialize myself in business engineering.
Nice.
That's one of the options. If not, aeronautical engineering. Sorry, guys. I know it's a bit different, but yeah.
Yeah.
But after that, after uni, I am definitely going to try my best to just go back home to my country with all the knowledge I hope to acquire from there and then start building something.
Yeah, that's really nice. So you would like to have a family at the end of the day in Congo?
Yes,
yeah, that's really nice. Okay, and what would you say is the best thing about your country? Like, what makes you love this place the most?
Definitely the ambience.
Yeah?
It's something I miss. Like when I came to Hong Kong, and there are usually days, when people celebrate, and there's not that much of a vibe that I can feel. Like, yes, people tend to wish you, oh, it's a good day for you, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's good, but for us, it was just a bit different. Like, when it's a special day, you'll see all the people in the street, full.
Yeah.
And then they start dancing for no reason. Like, there is just people giving you drinks.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just the ambience there that I really like the most.
Yeah.
Because it's something I'm definitely missing every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the best thing I would say about Congo. Like with them, you never feel like you're bored.
Yeah.
There is always something. They're gonna make you feel happy. They're gonna entertain you the whole time.
Yeah. It feels like the whole country is a huge family. Like you feel very welcome there. That's very nice. Yeah. Thank you for that. Like, very close-knit community. There's like crazy. I mean, us back home never say hello to anyone, never smile at anyone. We have like 5 different emotions on our face. This is the smile. This is I'm sad. I mean, they're all the same. You can never distinguish between a person feeling something. So for me, it's like, yeah, that's really crazy that you're like such an emotional nation and you're supportive, and I really like it.
I don't know. I feel like for me, you can definitely see what I'm saying. That's something I know about Congo. That because we are always so close to each other.
Yeah.
So when I'm sad, you can definitely see that I'm sad. Okay, he's not in the good mood.
Yeah.
So you will be there. But yeah, something that I know for sure is that, I don't know, this sense of community and the way we just interact with each other.
Yeah.
I can say to you hi 5 times in the day. Like every time I see you, I'll just say hi. I see you in the morning, I'll say hi. I see you in the afternoon, I'll say hi.
Yeah.
I see you, just say hi back to me.
That's LPC spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's really good.
But yeah, something I would also like to share is just, I don't know, for myself, I feel like it's something, because we don't get this opportunity to talk about other countries about. But now that I have the opportunity, thanks to you, I think one thing I want to share to my fellow Congolese is that they need to think outside of the box. Like, they need to understand that life is greater. Like, you can take part of something great and turn it into something that can help our countries to be developed. Because yes, we heard a lot about people just saying things about our country. we won't say that everything is true and everything is not true. But for me, I do think like it needs to like help us think in a different way. Because if people say this about us, what does that actually tell about us? What are we doing that's wrong?
Yeah.
And I feel like, yes, it's very like sad to hear it in the first place. Like you get really angry at it, and some people might take it that, oh, that's just racism. People are just racist toward us and all that. But I think like when you really think deep down about it, then there is something that they want you actually to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like yes, you just need to think critically about what somebody says before you actually react to it. If it's something you need to educate them, yes, you can. But then I also think like deep down to what they say, it's actually something that we need to take into consideration and try to see how we can improve on our side. So I definitely feel like, yes, because we have this ideology and this mindset that, oh, life is just better outside, here you will not survive and all like that. And then when we heard the media saying it, then it lets just the people to have this fight between like the western part and us.
Yeah.
But I also feel like this should teach us in a different way. Should teach us to actually try to put some changes, because I know DRC is the way like the richest country in the world when it comes to natural resources.
Yeah.
So actually something for us to do is to know that, okay, we have these resources. What do we actually have to do?
Yep.
We need to be the first person to like actually take action. We will not wait for other people from the outside to tell us that we are the richest country and actually not do anything about it. So yeah, that's what I feel like it's something I also had to share.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great message. Like, thank you really for that. That's very good. Okay. Anything else?
Oh, I just would like to thank Selena. Like, I know it's not hard. Like, it's not hard to do those interviews, but I feel like having the devotion to actually step out, be out of your comfort zone, to actually ask people about the country, to want to know, like learn more. It's something that we missed a lot in this UWC experience, because I haven't seen that for the past 2 years I've been here. So actually, you try to ask people about this. It's kind of like bringing back this UWC spirit, because that's what we're all here for, to learn about different people, their cultures and their backgrounds. So I really appreciate the fact that you came to me for this opportunity. It might not be something, like right now we might not see the impact of it, but I think like later on, for the people who are watching us, they will definitely see that, okay, it has a meaning to me. It was important.
Yeah.
It needed to be done.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's it. No, oh my God, you were like, bro, you just nailed it.